Hello, hello, how's it going? We're rocking some Grim Dawn today. How's everybody doing? How's your new year? What are we doing? Who's Mr. Mega again? Oh yeah. We're doing the Purifier. Ah. Hope the day's treating you well. I'm currently oops, there we go. Currently getting ready for another week of work. That's starting tomorrow. My break is over. Much to my dismay. Hey, Happy New Year, Trucks. How you doing, man?
Got something you need stashed?
Good to see ya. How's your New Year's? Do anything exciting? Alright. Now, I don't quite remember. Oh yeah, I'm going up to Canister Bomb here. Just gaming. Nice. Refresh my memory. What are you playing today? Okay, this character is going to be a little slow. Oh, right. You said that yesterday. We were talking about that, about how kind of the game is good if the world, you know, could be better. Well, that's awesome. I mean, I'm going to be honest, that's kind of a, I mean, obviously with streaming, that's what I've been doing, but kind of on and off, I've been puttering about, doing the same thing. Oh, the world's amazing. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm being unfair. I've just not been into the books for a while now. Oh, good. I'm impressed if a game can offer no complaints. Like, sometimes it's a stretch, but even games I really like, I can pick things I dislike. Oh, yes, these guys can.
I can't do that yet.
Man, it's gonna be really... Gameplay's fun, alright. Yeah, I gotta do the adventures and storyline. Especially with the semi-open world. Well, do they explore some concepts that were kind of lacking in the original books? Oh, fully open, nice. And I assume there's some sort of a area acquisition involved. Oh, that's definitely one that it's unlikely I'm gonna dive into myself, but I'll probably look into. Maybe if it gets on like sale or something. I could probably be bullied into playing it. Validation. I am doing a fire build, aren't I? Awesome. I made this character while somewhat distracted, so trying to get in a swing of what I was doing. It's going to be a little helpful. Oh yeah, I haven't actually finished this cave yet. Oh, you got any New Year resolutions? Hey, Happy New Year, Seer. How you doing? How's your New Year? Honestly, that's a exhausting. I believe that. Oh, did you go out and party all night or what? At the stroke of midnight, close to where I live, there was a huge fireworks show, which was kind of cool. I just kind of looked out my window and, you know, saw the sky exploding. It was great. Oh, yeah, I gotcha. These are actually surprisingly good for my build, being fire-focused. Let's get rid of the yellows. Nice. That's good. I feel like this year kicked off pretty well. I feel like today was pretty relaxing. I had a good one. And I don't know, I feel the same way as you. I feel like I've gotten a little older. I used to party a lot when I was younger, but now, I don't know. It's not really in the MO. I'm excited. I'm almost at the end of my 90-day challenge, meaning I will have earned a day off. But I'm happy that I did it. You know, it's kind of a test to myself that I could actually, like, you know, dedicate myself entirely to a full-time job and this. I haven't done that since school. So it's a good feeling. It's like a big achievement, in my point of view. Kind of a looking towards the upcoming work week, though. Kind of already feels like the end of the week, you know? Mind you, it's only Monday. There we go. But yeah, I've been trying to think of the composition of games I'm going to be playing. Like, I've already kind of figured out my weekend mornings. I kind of want to lean that on a kind of indie game showcase. Whereas the evenings are going to lean heavier on the long plays. I mean, this notwithstanding, this is quite possibly... This game's probably going to stick around for a while. Partially because I really like it, and partially because the game keeps killing me, and I haven't made a character to win yet. Would you look at that? You know, I haven't actually made an effective Inquisitor before. This is kind of exciting. I mean, I will freely admit, the Inquisitor abilities don't really do it for me. Like those seals that you put on the ground, I don't know. They're not that great. At least in my opinion. That's, you know, maybe because I don't know how to use them. What's this? Yeah, Word of Pain. I don't need any of that. Yeah, Inquisitor, we're doing Rapid Expertise, Bursting Rounds, then I'm going to go into this top row. I don't know about Rune of Calisor. Huh. Oh well. If this guy dies, a Flamethrower Pyromancer would be pretty cool. Oh well. Still trying to go for Canister Bomb. There. Explosive Strike. Such a great move. I feel like this isn't a successful successful Inquisitor so much as it's a enhanced Demolitionist. So who knows? A flamethrower guy sounds pretty cool, though. Short range, channeling, deadly. That might be my trump card. In the face of constant defeat. But I'm still doing a ton of damage right now, so that's a plus. Like, passives are really strong with this build so far. That's only going to get enhanced with a active ability. Let's shrink this. Finding a lot of greens already. I think I kept my finding yellows on a little too long. Or at least longer than I normally do. Ah, yes, terrain. The biggest enemy we have. Damn, I'm just mowing these guys down. I mean, yes, I am a level ahead of them, but still. Progress is as progress does. Yeah, the extra physical pierce damage would be pretty good, too. Got Thulzin's Flame, or Olzin's Flame. Awesome, we got our devotion point. Still not sure which direction we're going. We might just go Olzin's Flame. Ow. Yeah, one thing this guy is not is durable. Everything that hits me real hard. Oh my god. That boulder's really scary. Luckily, it's slow falling. Ow. Jeez. Is that one of my guns doing the lightning damage? That's awesome. Ah! Got it. Oh yeah, now's a finally chance to use some of these guns. Or not. I'm sorry, Mutiny does acid damage? No way! Where were you? That's kind of awesome. Also cunning. Energy leech is nice, but I don't need it. This necklace, I believe, will carry us pretty far. Flame touched is this? What the hell is flame touch? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one. This, Imbue yourself. Yeah, just increase all elemental damage. That's really good. Once I get canister bomb, I'll think about getting that one. That's a really good necklace for me. Oh yeah, I probably need to increase my physique, huh? Nice. Gotta rock our way in. A veritable desperado.
Oh, hello, traveler.
Okay, I've learned my lesson about Salazar, though. I'm probably not going to go there until I'm somewhat ready to just fight Krieg. Or maybe even after I beat Krieg. Oh, whoa. Where'd this guy come from? The shank. Here's what I think about your teleporting abilities. Well. Way through. Which I think since the last character I found 6 of those strange keys, I'm never going to find one again. You can kiss our dreams of fighting Salazar goodbye. We still have pretty much no resists. Not too bad, easy XP. Now, how far away from me are we from canister bomb? Yeah, they're sending a steady stream of just fire after me. Well, there's no machine guns in this game, but I'm about as close as you can get. Can't heal nothing if you're dead. The Derringer of Veracity. I like it. And it's better than my offhand. Oh, it's doing the lightning strike. Nice. That's an upgrade. An upgrade is an upgrade, regardless of what stats or extra explosions it has. Hey, I found a ribbon. Lovely. These are the same. Okay. But no key.
That's locked.
Well, it was meant to be.
That skill's not ready.
My goal is tonight. I know I have to go to bed a little earlier than I have this last week, but my goal is to at least fight Krieg today. It's a lot of progress, but totally worth it. But totally achievable, I should say. But so far, my slow-starting characters have been kind of the best ones, so... Maybe this guy has high hopes. Or maybe he deserves high hopes, I should say. Just mowing these guys down. So I've been kind of thinking of a, more things in this kind of like grim dark cowboy setting. One, I feel like a Grim Dawn should have like a series of books written for it.
Move along,
I think that
now,
could be
stranger.
incredibly good. But I'm trying to think of a the setting in general, not necessarily Grim Dawn, but the kind of like dark pseudo-western story. I'm trying to think of other parallels. The only thing I can come up with is the Dark Tower series. Well, at least it's the only one I can kind of recall. Everything else is kind of like French World sci-fi Desperado, so not quite the same thing. I don't know, have any of you guys read any books of similar subject? Kind of like Grim Dark Wild West? Not really? Well, that's fair. I know, it's a fairly unique, like, setting, but... Okay. And there are quite a few high fantasy novels. That is for sure. Oh my god, my health. I don't know, I think it's my semi-contrarian nature that I'm always like seeking something new, something intriguing, something I haven't seen much for, and then obviously wanting to find something similar. It's kind of the paradox I live in. How many points? 8. Oh, we're on the subject. What's the last high fantasy book you read? Oh, no kidding. Nice. It has been many moons since I've read that book. I actually quite like The Hobbit, much more than I enjoyed the Lord of the Rings, personally. But granted, I was much younger when I read it. So maybe my opinion would change were I to read it again. It's kind of like a, I mean, not apples to apples, obviously, but the difference between, like, the Iliad versus the Odyssey. Like, the Odyssey is a lot more enjoyable. Exactly. Actually, I hate to say it, I'm on your girlfriend's side at that point. I like the world building. I like that, but it's world building at the expense of everything else, you know? I mean, there's ways to describe things without kind of like, you know, just spelling it out in intrinsic detail, you know? Yeah? Yeah, and it is definitely a strength of the writer. And writers like it. But I don't know, the one thing in Lord of the Rings that kind of got me was, yes, he had all this world building, which I did enjoy. But the difficult bar I had with it was like, all the verbs, the actions, the things happening were just not described at all, basically. Like, it feels like he spent all his energy on the setting and nothing else, you know? Like, in many ways, it should have been written as, like, almost a, you know, makeshift history text. Which, actually, now that you think about it, would be a really fun way to go through the story. Like, you get this really dry, but yeah. But I feel like there's got to be a balance between the two. Like, the events are important. But, I mean, unless you're kind of describing them in the past tense, like, this is a thing that happened and I'm a scholar of such events, which can be interesting in its own sense. But I feel like it's a little lacking in a ways, right? Because there's got to be something to draw the story forward, not just, you know, you are here in this world. It's like in D&D, if you do play that, it's just like, you know, you can sit there explaining your world, but the most important part is what do you do? And it's also some of those, granted, this is completely different writing style, but oh, no. You can? You don't think you can sit still RPing? I don't know. I mean, again, it's part of the balance, in my opinion. Granted, I mean, I don't know if you play D&D at all. I mean, maybe that's not something that you enjoy doing, but there's something about being able to, like, being a part of that narrative. Oh, Evil Eye died quite spectacularly. I went after Salazar. That BG3 is fantastic, and actually a really good example of what I was bringing up. Like, yeah, you can roleplay. There's a lot of action, but it does spend a lot of time building the environment. Although you have the advantage of yeah, you have the advantage of visuals, whereas, you know, in a written novel, you kind of stuck, you know, having to describe it. And mind you, I will point out that Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit are older books, older novels, and they're the ones that built high fantasy in many ways. So obviously, from there, it has only improved. So there is that. But yeah, Mad had it was a sad day. I was going good with the old Dree guy, and then Salazar just killed me in like 2 seconds. I really got to temper how often I go after him. Is that you don't need to wait for others. That's definitely true. Actually, it being a solitary versus a group experience, I can agree with that. Like, sometimes, you know, going at the group's pace is not ideal, to put it gently. Like, I'm somebody who runs D&D campaigns, and I can tell you firsthand how difficult it is getting multiple people to do the same thing. It's bonkers. Well, I hope you had a good New Year, Mad Hat. Did you do anything fun? So, Seer, do you play BG3? Do you play BG3 quickly, or do you kind of pace yourself, go through, and kind of explore every detail? Because I tried to do the whole go through every detail thing, and I still have not beaten Act 1. Okay, this guy needs more defense is on the table. Something so that my health just does not evaporate at the first opportunity. Yeah, pretty good. Started up some Total War. Oh, hell yeah! The various Skaven Tomb King heroes. Nice! Have you settled on one yet? Of course, I'm gonna have to have you give me a recap as to what those heroes are, as I've never actually played the Warhammer Total War games. And I'm very unfamiliar with a Warhammer Fantasy. I mean, I know of most of the factions, but I don't know much about them. Just the basics. They Skaven are rat people. They live underground. They got cool technology. And Tomb Lords are just undead. Oh, that sounds awesome. Well, what's your normal playstyle? Do you usually go for more of a artillery commander, or do you go for more infantry units? Just one more level. Oh, two more levels, really. Until I get that sweet, sweet canister bomb. Alright, where am I going?
That skill's not ready.
Which the Skaven, from what I understand, they're kind of like the Zergrush characters, right? They have like a ton of really cheap, really expendable units in order to defend their much more powerful siege units. Or do they have like hardy monster creatures that they can use? Plague has called to me since, of course, poisons and plagues. And having like a poison monk sounds awesome. Engineering calling. That, yeah. Do you play with a lot of Raiden's units? Yeah. I like how you went into it with a lot of research in mind. I vastly appreciate that. As it's a very much the antithesis on how I usually do things. Enough of that. I think the older I get, I learn how to genuinely appreciate the variety and quality of a lot of different skills. Absolutely none. To jump in and get your butt kicked. Oh, exactly. All right. So maybe we're a little more similar in our approach. I'm very much the kid with the chemistry set, just adding chemicals together. And a, you know, bubbling something. And maybe make something useful, maybe, make it explode? I don't know. I'll look into how it works later. Oh, you explore everything? Okay. Yes, yes it is. Oh, you're for speed? I gotcha. Which I get that, Siri. I play a little differently as I'm a very slow and methodical player. I mean, it's not that I'm incapable of fast-paced things. It's just, I don't know. I like to try to sink in and absorb the details. And apparently never get this damn canister bomb. Alright, bleed attack damage. Damage converted to health. That's pretty good. Put that on my body. A little health regen will probably take me a long way. You should have seen me the first time I played this game. I took forever to get to Krieg. I sat and read every single one of those logs. Explored every cave. Hunted down and shot every single enemy.
That skill's not ready.
You know, a usability would be really nice on this character. Did I kill all the other guys?
I can't carry. My inventory is full.
Of course it is. Let's head on back. Let's give him his thingus back. His Minhir Malice. Or Mallet, or whatever.
See anything you like?
They both give explosive strike. Not quite.
See you around.
What do I need for this? Oh, one more level. For the flame touched.
Safe storage, no questions asked. I'll hold on to that for you.
Alright, I pray your guys' patience. I'm gonna be right back. I honestly forgot to make coffee as soon as I start here. I'll be right back. fast. Boop. I have returned. The glory of the French press is it is mighty quick. All you need is boiling water. And I set the water to boil, but I never actually made coffee, which is unheard of for me. Yeah. Hell yeah. How you doing, Degenerate? Happy New Year to you. Good. Oh my god. I hope you had a good time. Outward was pretty fun, though I'm a wimpy baby and started petering out towards midnight. I've grown way too much of a morning person. Oh, I'm frozen. That's bad. Okay. Yeah, I do love the French press. Mostly because it's accessible, but mostly because my apartment's 100 years old and I don't have to plug it in. Like, not all of my outlets work in my kitchen. It's a little brutal. There we go. So back to the topic at hand. I know, right? And yeah, you have a lot more control on like the temperature of coffee you can put inside. But yeah, back to the thing at hand. We were talking books, novels. Have you read anything, Degenerate? Or what kind of book series, if any, are you a fan of? The initial topic was, I haven't really found anything in this gothic cowboy kind of pseudo-colonial setting before. Dark Tower being the closest. And I'd be interested to see it kind of expanded a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I get that. It's really hard to find time to read sometimes. That, I believe. I devote quite a bit of time to read just because it's the thing I do that helps me relax. Kind of like this is well and good, but it's kind of like a drain on energy, whereas if I like sit down and read for an hour, that's like boosts up my energy. I feel refreshed, mentally unfatigued. It's good. Right now I'm reading a book about I mean, it's a fiction, and it's incredibly well written so far. But it's about hippies in the 60s. Apparently, I don't know, finding the body of Jesus Christ or something around there. I don't know, it's very much a satire.
Well, I'll be a living person.
Oh, Grum, you make my day. Okay, these healers are going to be a problem. Oh, hey, it's a Storm Seeker.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, that's enough of that. I want the items you provide. Man, Molten Walkers are really good early game boots. Just the flame patch alone is so good. Nope, nothing. We move on. But I don't know. I always think the New Year is a good time to kind of reflect on you know, why we like things, why we do the things we do. I've been really thinking about gaming in general. Just one, I love doing it. But it's always you know, just think about what I enjoy about it. I enjoy the challenge. I enjoy you know, seeming to go against insurmountable odds and then, you know, coming up on the top. Or losing over and over again in this case. But it's also kind of like a sense of adventure. Going and seeing new places. Facing new challenges. It's kind of like the epitome of what everything I kind of try to do in real life as well.
That skill's not ready.
See, that group of trees would have killed me if I wasn't careful. I'm sorry, is that a elite swarm of bees? So is the swarm the elite, or is just a bee in the swarm of elite? I feel like it raises this question, but doesn't answer it. As soon as I'm done desperately trying to kill my way through here, I'll pass the question to you guys. What do you like gaming for? Or what about gaming is your favorite part of? Do you like the challenge, the story, the systems, the gameplay, the fact they're fun, the fact they tell a story? I don't understand why I can't shoot this. Okay. A bit of everything. It's definitely something new and exciting to go with. Yeah, exactly. I think you hit the nail on the head right there. Just kind of like, you know, you get a new adventure and you get to read this cool tale. And then your actions seem to have a part of it. Which is kind of a interesting thought, because there's been an influx over the last, say, a decade or so about games that really advertise, you play your way, you do a, you know, we'll make it, the game incredibly good for any playstyle, any adventure, or any type, whatever, right? But I don't know, there's something to be said about having a nice, concise story, and just learning the mechanics. Kind of like, I don't know, something simple like Mario, right? Has a very basic mechanic, but it's a very specific challenge that you're trying to beat, right? Versus, say, like Skyrim, where that's telling a story. And, like, your character could be any one of those
That
characters.
skill's not ready.
I mean, I know it's kind of a jump comparing Mario to Skyrim, but still. I hope you get the gist of what I was saying. Those damn tents. I refuse to accept how immovable these tents are. I've tripped over my fair share of tents, and they fall right on their face. You have a hard enough time keeping them to hold still. Kind of like an underdog story? Or a story where you kind of remain a nobody and you have larger events happening around you. I guess to bring it back, an example probably being The Hobbit or a Lord of the Rings, whereas you got the ladder? Oh, okay. Which those are kind of the interesting stories. I think an example that I have not read, but seems kind of similar, is a DayZ. I've not actually read the books personally, but it seems to be like there's a large global event happening, and then you have a smaller group of people trying to change those events. Hey, sup, Lo? How you doing? We're talking books. How you doing, man? How's your new year? Well, really, we're talking narrative in general. It doesn't have to be a book. Hell yeah. No. This is a new character. My previous one died unceremoniously. But here I am trying again. My goal is to kill Krieg tonight. I'm gonna do it. But that's tonight's goal. Short term, I just want an active ability, damn it. I need to gain levels to get Canister Bomb. Hell yeah. So making a great day of football. So basically, who's playing? Like, is there like a big football event happening right now? You know I know nothing about sports, so. Yeah, I always thought there was a game on Christmas, but not about New Year. Oh. Verse number 4, Alabama is going to overtime. Okay. Oh, wait, we're number 2? Or Washington's number 2? Oh, hell yeah. These guys are cornering me pretty hard. Stop shooting me. Aldenar, the Undying. That is a very apt name for you, sir. Damn. 13-0. Wait, how can you be undefeated in number 2? How does that work? Oh. So basically you just have to beat a number 1. So wait, there's a dictation on a what schedule you have, which indicates... So, what happens if somebody just gets a crap schedule, you know? It's like, oh, I'm number 4, not because I did poorly, but because, you know, everybody I fought against was easy. This is not great. At least for me. Interesting, okay. So is there a team that's historically got the short end of the stick, then? It's like, you know, your schedule, I didn't really like you this year. You flunked my daughter. Got her booted out of the school. You're gonna get a rough schedule. And you're gonna be number 5 the entire time. Ah, gotcha. As in the ones who can't throw enough money at it? That's when you get all that good old money and bribery. 13-0 in the Mountain West Conference isn't as impressive. Yeah, that's true. I'm a little rusty on my college football information. I used to work for the University of Washington, so every football season, I kind of had to act like a football fan. Oh, you made a little progress. Okay. Hell yeah. So, okay, you made progress, but... So you weren't quite done with it yet. You just had to give it another shot to be sure. But, I mean, you did make a little progress towards your S rank. Yeah, when are you going to plug your computer into the modem? Like I do. Granted, I don't have any roommates, so I can just decide to do that. It just keeps calling you. You're moving soon? Really? When did this happen? I mean, I already know that I'm going to be moving come July, but... So that's going to be a big old can of worms unto itself. And I got a good 6 months before I have to worry about it. But fortunately, I already got a place secure. Oh yeah, I leveled up a long time ago. Oh, next level. Next level canister bomb. That's gonna feel real good. What's this one do? Increase stun. Hell yeah. Fire and lightning. That's the name of the game for this character. Good old burn and thunder. Next 2 or 3 months. Yeah. That I totally agree. But good for you, man. I mean, now that you're actually able to hunt down a place,
That skill's not ready.
it's probably going to feel really good to have your own space again. Okay, I'm just idly gunning things down right now. I need to move with a purpose. Although my purpose is currently canister bomb. I want it. I need it. I don't remember. Did I kill Puskull with this character? That was a long time ago. I'm not sure if I skipped him or not. I'm gonna assume I did. That seems an odd challenge to go back to. Yeah, I feel like I've been kind of fortunate in this last month or so. And the fact that I have currently about 4 games I am totally hooked on. And even just today, I played another one that, you know, I found a lot more intriguing than I initially thought I would. And it's a good feeling just having a bunch of games that I'm really excited to get through. I mean, always Grim Dawn. I can't help but being hooked to this game. But In Other Waters turned out to be a really cool exploration game, which I really look forward to prying out the secrets one at a time. Outward is definitely a game I'm still hooked with. Although I made a lot of bad decisions yesterday. Well, I don't know. I'm going to be excited to go through the story campaign on that one. Tiny Rogues is a great game, although The ones I have left are a bunch of characters I'm not so great with. So I'm still got to learn how to work with their playstyles. And maybe RNG needs to help out a little bit. I've kind of been finding that I enjoy simulator games more and more. It's the ones where the UI is just like a control panel, something you're working with. To really try to get you immersed into the world. Because that's one thing I really try to do when I get into like a new game or whatnot. So like really let it suck me in and get super immersed into it. Like if I'm playing a scary game, I'm really just gonna like actively lower my guard and just let the game kind of wash over me and actually be spooky. Granted, that's hard to do on a bad game. There's a game I was looking at that looks kind of similar to this kind of game. It was on the Epic Game Store. Have any of you heard of the game Witchfire? Heard any pros, cons, warnings, good things about it? I mean, it looks like a generic kind of a exploration shooter, kind of like Deus Ex, but... Oh, yeah? Sounds awesome, exciting, horror, I don't know. Yeah, it really does. It actually fits the genre of this kind of like gothic dystopian, you know, semi-post-apocalyptic future. Yeah! Kind of, yeah, it gave me some of those, like a mixture of BioShock and a Stalker. Like clear sky in those. There you go, level 20. Yeah! We got an active ability, folks. Canister bomb! I have a bomb. It's probably going to get a lot better when I invest a lot more points into it. Yeah, and I kind of liked how they really made the enemies, like, pretty cool, arcane, I don't know, like, almost crazy eldritch. Like, just being kind of environmentally bending, powerful. Kind of bring you to the question, is like, how the hell am I supposed to beat them? I kind of like the feel of the insurmountable odds with that one. Crofinidim, how you doing? Red Forest at Soccer Games and Agro Underground. Really? Red Forest? What kind of games are those? An Agropomp Underground. I don't think I've ever heard of those. Tell me more. I'm actually kind of interested. I love hearing about things I've never heard of before. Also, Happy New Year. How you doing, Crow? gotcha. Those are areas. Yeah, that's a, I think I got into Stalker way too late. It's mainly because it was already old when I started playing it. But honestly, those are a really cool style of game. I'm always happy when another game kind of like it comes out. Since somebody brought it up on Discord, I've been looking into it. I kind of want to see if what it would take to go into Stalker Anomaly and maybe doing a project that way. Maybe as the next challenge or whatnot. I don't know. That seems like it'd be pretty fun. The mod that actually puts... Yeah, so far I've mostly only played Soccer Likes. Or I don't even know if that kind of a genre of game has a descriptor yet, or a name. Nice. Would you say it's pretty good for a first-timer's experience? Well, first-ish timer. Like, I know how to move and shoot, but, you know. No? Oh, okay. It's pretty advanced. Yeah, this place is brutal. Jesus! You'll be fine. I don't know if I can take another character death this early.
Can't do that yet.
I did it! Thank you, canister bomb. It feels so good having an AoE. I'll take this, you, must you.
I can't do that yet.
Well, how about you learn to do it? Because, yeah, going into here, it's always so much DPS right out the gate. You just get immediately swarmed. Like, unless you got some level of AoE. And you're pretty much a, forgive the phrasing, but up shit creek once you get in here. I think I'm doing more damage with the secondary explosions than the primary. Yep, there you are.
I can't do that yet.
Ah, I forgot your name. Grundleplith. What a name, what a player. You have the Vitality Tail. Really? Yeah, that's a, I feel like the I gotta say the, Inquisitor is probably the class I have, the most difficulty with. Just because, like, none of the abilities seem to really speak to me. The dual pistols is kind of cool, but it's all it really has going for it. Like, even so, I feel like this guy's just kind of a slightly enhanced, what are you shooting off over here for? Aim at this guy, please. But yeah, I'm mostly a demolitionist, basically. 40 times before reaching level 100. Really? Were you playing on a hardcore or just standard? Because that's the difference between going through a softcore. Yeah. My first time playing, I went through a softcore as well, and yeah, I died quite a bit. I did Arcanist Inquisitor mix. I don't actually remember what that's called. Like, it got pretty powerful, but to a point. It got way too squishy. Scar Snout the Cannibal. Well, we all know what he's known for. You know, whenever somebody just gets cannibal as an adjective, I feel like it's the only thing they're known for. Like Hannibal, he was so many different things, but he was always just known for being a cannibal. It's like he was an artist. He was a, you know, enjoying finer things in life. He is very much just like kind of a high gentry sort of fellow. But, you know, he ate somebody, so, you know, he's a cannibal. That's all he's known for. He's the Wendigo. I mean, maybe there's a lesson there. It's you're known mostly for what you do rather than what you are. Oh, lightning damage, Drew. That's cool. Yeah. That definitely feels like a fly out the window. My first, level 100 character, I got all the way to ultimate, and then I met my first nemesis creature. So yeah, once you get, for anybody who doesn't know, once you get the reputation all the way up here, you get a nemesis, and then the nemesis spawns, and it's just a stupidly powerful monster. And, yeah, he killed my first level 100 over and over and over again. Yeah, I'm kind of a, I've kind of learned, and maybe you've learned something similar, Crowfinim, is maybe having a secondary damage. I don't know, I tend to hyper-focus way too much on a single primary source of damage, and having, like, something secondary to kind of supplement it seems to be a good idea. Just so you just eat through whatever damage resistance comes up. Like, my very first character, I did primarily ice damage. And then once I met an ice character, then I just couldn't move forward. Alright, I got grenades. I've been so long without an active ability, I forgot I had it. Yeah, that's always a tough part. The shaman with the lightning damage, though, that I was trying to do earlier, and I had a hard time finding decent enough lightning abilities. But up until you get to McDrogan, I feel like, you know, you probably breezed through until you got to him. Although I think it's kind of awesome that you get to kind of fight McDrogan. Him being kind of one of the true elder gods that actually shows up and you meet, I guess. If I recall the story well enough, yeah, he actually comes down, you talk to him. He's all, you know, deific, nature god-like. I think they presented him a lot better than when you finally met a Urboruk in a Forgotten Gods. Which I kind of like the story when you're falling Urboruk, like, you know, the immortal necromancer king. Well, I don't know about king, but yeah, once you meet him, he's just kind of like dying, and it's like, I couldn't do it. And it's like, you know. I didn't think that was a good ending to his tale. Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I gathered from it, too, is the lightning strike is really good. Or primal strike, sorry. So you did a two-handed melee? Were you able to, I mean, this game actually does a, tanky damage a little bit differently than most. Were you able to kind of piece that together very well? I struggled quite a bit early. I mean, it is also a very viable strategy of you don't have to worry so much about defense if everything's dead. I feel like canister bombs can be made so much more powerful. I wonder if it's the weapon damage has to go with it.
I can't carry
My inventory is full.
Your inventory's full. Oh, wait. Okay, level 20. I can finally wear this. A wonderful weapon it is. And we can start moseying back. How's this hat? No. Nothing. Okay. It's about time I turned some quests in anyways. Horrifying sight.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Oh, this one ain't so bad. If only barely. Yeah. Better looking, too. Not even close.
See
Awesome.
you
Cool.
around.
What do you want?
But I gotta say, Crow, congratulations on getting 100. I mean, honestly, that's not an easy feat. This can be a pretty tough game. Like, hardcore or softcore. Just made that much more on a hardcore mode, too. Hey, Ogre.
What's with all Have you found a rift gate? Good work. There have been Warden Creek.
Alright, if I'm doing fire damage, I believe I need, what is it, Calamity? No. Gunslinger Talisman might be nice. I get Volley. That can be pretty fun. I mean, maybe it's not as powerful as Inferno, but yeah, let's try for this one. I've never got it before. Just get Resilient Plating. Oh, I don't have any brains.
Go on now.
And you can quote me on that.
Safe storage, no questions asked.
Oh, why am I keeping this? This isn't better than what I have. Lame. It's one of the few characters where the special pistols just are not for an elementalist build. Huh. Maybe an Inquisitor Soldier would be cool.
I'll hold on to that for you.
I mean, those resistances are nice. But not as nice, so no. Get more cunning for more damage. More of that bad boy.
Got something you need stashed?
Oh yeah, I can wear these. I give up a little bit of damage for armor and movement speed. And not much else. I don't think these are good pants for me. I need good fire pants.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Well, let's get back at it. Not quite at the level where I want to start thinking about components yet, but we can start thinking about fire. Aether Fire is good. Like, it's really good. Where are we going ultimately? I think I'm going to aim for... Where's that torch? Alright. Yeah, here we go. Olzen's Torch. I need a whole lot of green and a whole lot of red. Noted. Olzen the Betrayed was once the god of healing and ceremonies, but millennia of torment following a grisly betrayal from his lover has twisted the once benevolent entity into a bitter deity interested only in vengeance and destruction. Oh, wow. You guys, that was nice. Yeah, that I have the hardest time getting a poison builds actually to work. The last one, the character before this guy died quite unceremoniously. What? No! That's not what I want to do. Give me green. Undo. Excuse me? How do I get the imp? Oh, I need blue. And it'll give me green. Fine. It is a good start. Oh, I don't have enough points for it. Ah! Nice. Good old Grenadier. Now, I'm not quite going for Blackwater Bomb because I've already had a character in this challenge with that. It is an obscenely good ability, though. That's my in desperation. I need to start, you know, coming up with characters I know that'll work. I aim to beat this challenge before the DLC comes out. But who knows? Oh, we're doing plenty of damage. Use transmuting. Yeah. Wait, you mean transmuting as in the guy who can make things? Like, what do you mean transmuting? This might just be me being obtuse. Oh yeah, yeah. Transmuting's quite good. I think it's fairly underappreciated that there's a crazy inventor in the beginning of Devil's Crossing. Right at the beginning of the game. He just very casually threatens that he might end the world. Surrounded. Gun them all down. Exactly. Which, when I first played the game and a Olgrim just turned out to be this badass assassin, I was so happy. Like, I've already got, like, a deep love for anything culinary. So just the fact that he turned out to be the biggest badass in the game just made me over the moon. Well, second biggest after the main character. In fact, one of Krieg's lore notes, I think he suggests that Olgrim might be like a hidden god in this game. But it's mostly just speculation. Well, if it's only for the beginning for you.
I can't do that yet.
That stun is brutal. Timeout. Vesteralis. Gotta calm down.
It's only the beginning.
Wait, you can? I had no idea. Wait, when do you get to duel full Olgrim? Can't let you leave here alive. Ashen waste. Oh, okay. Yeah, and then so he goes a little bit mad because he's been stuck inside the void for too long, and then you can just convince him to a duel? Okay. Yeah, at that point, which is kind of funny, it's you convince him to duel with you when he's at his weakest. When he's been sitting in the void for way too long. Is he still a tough enemy then? I think that's a fun detail. Excuse me, I need to go find the Fall of Opulence. Learning how to best use the canister bomb. Now that I'm specifically relying on it, it has kind of like a interesting timer. Like the main damage, when it initially hits, is pretty good, but the main damage that comes from is the little bomblets that pop out. Yeah. It's like you don't need words from the wise. You need the wisdom of the fist. So happy I found a totem. May it not be my demise. Oh my god. 4 freaking Hulks? Are you kidding me? That's disgusting.
That skill's not ready.
Please, please, please. No! Not like this! Get me out of here! Okay. Oh, come on, no!
Can't do that yet.
This is so bad. On the bright side, my molten walkers are slowly damaging him. Yeah, these are quite possibly the toughest early game enemies. And there's 4 of them. One of them is a boss. Thank goodness for a little bit of durability. Jeez. I know, right? I mean, I'm glad that that was a good challenge. Yeah, that scared me a few times, though. I thought I was gonna give up the ghost. How you doing, Cobra? It's good to see you, bud. Happy New Year. If you're referring to what just happened, that has killed me before, and I've learned nothing. An ancient shambler in the... Oh, yeah? You mean the rock one? Yeah, that one does so much damage. And it is deceptively slow. Well, it's good to see you, Cobra. Welcome aboard. Have you played much of this game? Ow. It's not something you want to come out of the attic from. Like, just think. It's dark, dank, you just got fighting a bunch of these hulks. You open up the cellar, you climb out, and then there's just, like, Burning Man. You know, that is a lot of hours to be playing into a game. So I'm glad. That's quite a bit. Right now I'm doing the Hardcore Veteran, which is a challenge I've not yet completed, and probably will not for a while. This is attempt number, like, what, 18, 20? Yeah, that Ancient Shambler has probably been the bane of a lot of characters. He hasn't quite got me yet, but it has been close on many occasions. I think I just give him a healthy dose of caution, unlike I give Salazar. Cool. Next, I'm going to put some levels in Flame Touched. I do like how my main ability isn't some magical ability. It's just the fact that I throw a good bomb into somewhere. A pipe bomb, no less, just with a fuse on the top. You just got a dead person in your bed. I don't even want to know. The main attack of this character is quite good. Just infused with enough fire damage. Get out of here. Which, actually, after the homestead area, the Shamblers don't pop up that much until well after the end of the game. Once you get close to the end of Burwitch. Or not Burwitch, sorry, the Ugdenbog. When you go to the McDrogan stuff. Let's turn in some quests. And start boosting our resistances. That's a must. Oh, thanks.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Probably due for a new helmet soon. Probably not till after Krieg. Yeah, it does.
Iron well spent.
Especially when you're going after Cronley's gang. They have a ton of Pyromancer stuff. It's actually usually enough to carry you through quite a while.
Got something you need stashed? I'll keep an eye on this.
Hey, got any more scrap metal?
Alright, let's take a look. Let's... I seem to remember purified salt actually, oh, that's ether damage. No, ether resistance right there. What's it go on? Weapons. Okay. Glad I can put it on both. Takes a lot of my mana, though. It's kind of rough. And then... Oh, let's look. 80s max, so let's go... I don't know, what's weak? Pierce. Oh, yeah, Maven's Lens is really good. No, but that boosts my flame touch. No, it doesn't. Only a little bit. I don't know. Chaos and bleeding. Do I go for this one? I am doing elemental damage. Yeah. Gives me spirit, energy shield. Let's do it. It's a good necklace. Where's the Pierce Resist coming from? There we go. Resilient plating. Boom. Much higher. And then... I don't know. Chaos. I certainly can't use black tallow. That's pretty good, though. Void Ward. That's something I already have. Silk Swatch, yeah. Yeah, let's take a look at that, actually. I could probably go for one of those. I can't make it right now, but... Oh, yes, I can. I just build a resilient plating. Ah. Oh, but I've already filled those slots. Ha! Well, that's a shame. Which isn't so bad. They're also increasing my armor and defensive ability there. Let's see. Yeah, I'll save up until I can make black tallow. Seems pretty good. Give me a ton of chaos resist. Oh yeah, I forgot I can actually get some of these ammos. I got damages. Yeah, that should be good for now.
Find any blueprints. Come back here.
I've already nuked my mana enough.
Come see what's left of my wares.
But having two of these is pretty powerful. Gives you a ton of ether resist. Which is really helpful when you're going to like a... on the way to Homestead. I mean, it won't help you with the ground damage, but a lot of the enemies do ether damage. That's right. Oh, you have a hard time getting it. Yeah, that's true. It seems to be pretty expensive, too. Like, I'll have to go back and look to see what it took to make, but... You have to be level 24. The same level it takes to make one of your seals. But I seem to remember that Krieg guarantees a brain drop, so I'll be able to get my gunslinger seal from there. Or not seal, but a relic. Good day, sirs. I'll a good thing I got poison resist. Ha-ha! That's one thing I gotta learn. Poison resist is not poison immunity. I should probably not walk through the poison on the ground. Yeah. It's like a moth to a flame, right? The flame will kill him eventually.
That skill's
But
not
it's
ready.
so beautiful. That was one of those throws where you throw it and it hits the post like 3 feet in front of you, bounces back, hits you in the face. That's like a pro grenade right there. Alright, now the question is, did I learn anything from the last time I grabbed one of those totems? I think we all know the answer to that question. And the answer is no. No, I didn't learn a damn thing. The loot's just way too tempting. Yeah, actually, believe it or not, my first character used a Torsen Sky Shard, and I learned that the hard way as the enemies started defending themselves with the doorways. But it's kind of inconsistent which enemies have the meteor in this level. If you guys were wandering in a deep, dark tunnel, fighting, you know, swaths of the undead that are clearly poisonous, would you just eat a random meal sitting around? It's like, oh, hey, free food! And just start scarfing it down. I feel that's a very video gamey thing to do. Yeah, that's a good point. Of course. Wow, it's like you knew there was going to be a meteor drop there.
I can't do that.
Oh my
yet.
god, that stun is horrible. I hate their charge attack. Alright, the tank guys are down. Now for the chaff in the back. pretty sure those said murderous gloves? Marauder's gloves, okay. Those are good gloves. Those are real good gloves. Don't mind if I do. There we go. Shouldn't have shot at me, bud. Those are good for a cold character. That was okay loot at best. And now for the spiders.
I can't do that yet.
You know, I don't actually have a fear of spiders myself, but I know a lot of games have a arachnophobia mode. Has anybody ever messed around with those? Seen what that actually means? Like, how do you have spiders be a major part of a game and then have arachnophobia mode which takes them out? Like, do you just chase them with dogs? I mean, it's nice that people are accommodating the lack of spiders. Less legs? Interesting. So they're like ants? That's interesting. And actually kind of funny if you think about it. I'm being attacked by various worms. Yeah, I think the last one I saw, I was looking at a Minecraft spiders. Oh, interesting. Just to make them look as unrealistic as possible. I think the last one I saw was I was playing that Grounded game, which is one I want to dive back into eventually. But one of the main enemies, and rightfully so, is absolutely terrifying, is yeah, you're dealing with a bunch of giant spiders. Well, regular size spiders, but you're tiny. Just a couple of circles. Okay. Huh. I have a hard time feeling a couple of circles being intimidating. Now, granted, while I do say I'm not afraid of spiders, I'm pretty sure if I saw a spider that was the size of a dog, I would suddenly be very afraid of spiders. Because that would just be way too big and want me dead way too much. The eyes. Huh, interesting. So you just end up fighting geometric shapes. That's a little immersion breaking, although it's nice that they considered a arachnophobic people. Although, if you had a bunch of arachnophobic people, I feel like maybe don't play a game where bugs are the main enemy. Bracken? No. Arachnid. Oh, interesting. Yeah. So yeah, you're not seeing all the webs and stuff? The Cleansed Blade of Eagleoth. I don't think I've ever seen this one. Neat. Once tainted by the corrupted touch of Chthonians, this blade was restored to its former glory by the Luminari. Cool. Yeah, I said arachnid. I mean, brackenophobia is pretty apt for Lethal Company. But then again, I don't think that's a phobia so much as a very reasonable fear. Oh, I still remember just watching you about to do a parkour and the bracken just runs up and snaps your neck and runs away with you. I was like, oh, hell no. So how are you folks on thalassophobia? The fear of, like, great underwater places. Hey, Death and Parts, what's going on? Aw, you always say the nicest things to me. How's your New Year, bud? Oh, actually, I was about to say is I have the opposite of thalassophobia. I love huge expanses. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I passed out at like 12:15. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna make it all the way to the new year, and then just immediately passed out once it came by. The fireworks were cool though. They're right outside my window. Oh, no kidding? See, I sleep like the dead. Like, I'm actually worried that my alarms won't wake me up tomorrow when I have to go to work. Damn, 7. That's a little excessive. But I mean, shit, if that's what it takes to wake you up. Well, I wouldn't say it's a problem. I feel like that's a, that's a solution to a problem. Yeah, I got that. When I'm asleep, I'm, practically dead. There ain't nothing that's gonna wake me up. Yeah, that's fair. My best alarm is the one on my PC, because that one I have to walk into a different room to turn off. Besides, if I oversleep tomorrow, it's just me deciding that I'm a streamer now and I'm not working anymore. I'm kidding, of course. If I don't wake up, it's a big problem. Gotta pay them bills.
Yeah.
Wow, this room is death. Okay. I don't know what it is about the new year, but it's kind of a... It's got me super excited, kind of like super motivated to, I don't know. I'm gonna go into work. I'm gonna blast that, but it's an entire year of streaming. I got a lot of cool ideas. I mean, of course, I gotta finish some things first, but... But yeah, I'm thinking about turning my morning streams on the weekend. What the hell are you doing? Somebody shine a light in my window. But turning my morning streams into like kind of an indie game showcase, which I'll play through some of those, hopefully short form, and then I'll have some long play series on the nighttime. I mean, during the weekdays I have to have kind of a shorter streams, just because, you know, I get off work at a certain time, then I got to go to bed at a certain time, so it's anywhere in between. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to be long done with Grim Dawn before I ever start making a reasonable amount of money with this. But it's a good start. I'm actually very happy that I can kind of, like, not only... I don't know, I mean, for years. As soon as I found out that Let's Playing was a thing on YouTube, I wanted to do that. Granted, I tried doing that at first, but I realized there was a lot of skills I didn't know how to do. So, I stopped doing it for a while. But, from there, it's just kind of like I did a bunch of research, and I decided it is perfectly viable to do this. So I decided to give it a shot. And here we are. I mean, think about it. I played games for myself for pretty much my entire life, and now I kind of get the experience to hang out with folks and you know, experience these things with somebody else's point of view. I'll get paid in spiders. You know, actually, I'll just have to learn how to, you know, I started getting tired towards the end of the night and started making a series of really bad decisions. I'm mid-dungeon. So I think I need to go into it with a fresh mind and just, you know, a little more tactically. But it's really good. The game is awesome. I started working on the story mission. I think I'm destined to never have a house ever. But yeah, that game's hard as shit, and I like it. Did you ever end up pulling the trigger on it? Yeah. Nice. Oh, good. I hope you enjoy it. I know, right? Yeah, since Steam's had that what was it, New Year's winter sale? Has anybody got anything good from it? I've got a handful of things I want to try out eventually. I tend not to go too crazy on those sales, just mainly because I have an infinite backlog. And I try to find games that I'll play. And now I'm looking for games that I think would be entertaining to stream. I'm still putting thought into Delver, though. Yeah. Oh, you got a Untitled Goose Game? Yeah, Barony is a game when you initially started talking about it, I don't know, I've been kind of tempted to dive in again. Blow the dust off. See how it's changed over the years. Oh, breaking down the door. Yeah, you know you have a bug problem when they start doing real estate damage. DLC skins? Thankfully, there are none. This ain't Path of Exile. I do know that there's a, I haven't looked into it much, but there's a huge community for Grim Dawn. Oh, no kidding. Binding of Isaac is such a good game. I played the crap out of that back in the day. It's a good lean back and relax game. Subject matter be damned. But it kind of got to the point where I beat it so much, so it's like, alright, I'm done. I finished it. I've beaten Binding of Isaac. I might not be nearly as good anymore. It's been several years since I played it. But that is definitely a game that built a genre, that's for sure. Pachew, pachew. $4,600. Yeah. There's also a, somebody was telling me there's the community servers, right? But they have unofficial seasons for this game. And from what I understand, I think a new season just dropped recently. So people have probably been playing the crap out of that. Yeah. I've not dove into it a lot myself. So I don't know much about it. I just kind of know about it on the periphery and about what people have talked about. But yeah, some people mod the crap out of this game. Now, I absolutely love the idea with mods. I love what mods do to games. I'm just a buffoon when it comes to computers, so I don't really know how to make them work all the time. I'm more of a gifted amateur.
That skill's not ready.
That is what some people have been telling me. I don't know, I'm used to it now. I like the look of the rainbow filter, but I would not know how to get that ready. Ow. Oh, okay. Is that even for Grim Dawn, or just does Nexus Mod Manager have mods for everything? Nice. Yeah, I suppose when you put it that way, it seems pretty obvious. That sounds like a good idea. I might dive into that with some games. Try to get a new experience out of an old game. Oh, really? Well, that's not good. Now, is it a poor UI, or is it UI for people who actually know how to use computers? Because by definition, like, you know, I would see a UI, and that would probably, like, say Linux. Like, I would be hopelessly useless in Linux. I wouldn't say Linux is bad, but I wouldn't be any good at it. Yeah. Vortex? Okay. Confusing. Read about how to use, watch, read. Okay. Would you consider yourself inherently good with computers, Seer? Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. I'm glad they have a bunch of tutorials which make it a lot easier, though. I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I have a hard enough time learning frickin' Streamlabs here. There's a bunch of features that I can't figure out how to get it to work. And my caveman antics of beating it into submission are not working. There's a function that has a bunch of copyright-free music to have it. I have it on it. I followed the tutorials. I done what it says, but it absolutely refuses to produce sound. That's one of my goals to try to figure out this month, is to see if it's possible to actually get music onto my stream. Yeah? You don't care for it? I mean, I do like in-game music, but there's some times where it's just like, you know, you're probably chilling. Ooh, hello. I need something to fill the dead space that's just not my sweet dulcet tones. Oh, really? I mean, that I'll say it's because there's only a handful of copyright-free music. But yeah, I see your point. You get a little repetitive. I mean, it's usually fine for YouTube because they got this awesome feature where you can actually isolate the music out of the stream or out of the video and then just take away that and nothing else, right? The downside is it takes about, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours for it to process that. So, you know, if you have an entire 5-hour stream with music going, that's copyrighted, and you just delete it one by one, it'll be like a month before it comes out. Really? That is awesome. I really got to figure that out. Do you know what it's called so I can inquire? Like just having some instrumental something or another would be nice. Get it copyrighted on stream. That's definitely true. I do agree with you there, but in terms of a, yeah. But in terms of longevity, I'd rather not risk it. I mean, it's one of those weird things. Like, it's in the terms of agreement, so I'm pretty much honor bound to, you know, not try to break it. Hey, thank you for following. Appreciate it, Crow. Welcome aboard. I hope to see you more. Woohoo! And I finally got 50 followers. Assuming this didn't freeze. Okay. Hell yeah. I'm kind of excited, too, to see the things that folks like, too. The, you know, I mean, Grim Dawn kind of surprised me about how popular it was. Just both on YouTube and Twitch. Just the fact that it blows everything else I do out of the water. Mind you, I'm not going to stop doing the other things, but it's always something good to fall back on. And no, Lo, I'm not doing the finals. I'm sorry. I mean, I won't say never, but it's not my kind of game. If you search Twitch VOD track. Oh, nice. Okay. Maybe it will be a little more intuitive than Streamlabs is. Because I like Streamlabs, it has a lot of widgets and fun things that it can do. But the downside is a lot of the tutorials are just like, oh, it's easy, just push these 3 buttons. It's like, yeah, okay. I pushed these 3 buttons and it's not working. So now what? Well, it's easy to push these 3 buttons and it works. It's like, well, you don't understand. There's no troubleshooting. Yeah, I've always liked those internet tutorials. They make you feel very much like, yeah, I can accomplish this. Even if it seems kind of arcane otherwise. There we go. Well, speaking of music, what do you guys usually jam out to? My music taste is a little eclectic. I'm very much a metalhead, but I kind of like lo-fi ambient sounds as well. As well as a variety of other things, too. House music? Okay. Oh, hell yeah. Thrash music is good. Old blues. That's an interesting take. Really good. Get some BB King. Hell yeah. Like, that's a genre of music that's hard to not like. Indie rock? Oh, hell yeah. Punk? I bet a lot. Yeah, the Risk of Rain soundtrack is phenomenal. There's a lot of really good bands on the industrial scene, too. I've listened to my fair share. But I don't know, I mean, do you guys ever get the feeling where it's like you listen to something too long, so you have to, like, move on to something else because it doesn't sound really good right now, or something along those lines? And you kind of flip-flop? Like, something you liked before, you don't really like right now, but you can come back to? Yeah. Sometimes I'm in one of those funks where you just need new music. You don't necessarily know what it is, but it's just got to be different. Then I just kind of like let Spotify do its thing, and then just see where it takes you. Yeah, that's a good point. I've always had a theory that like, yes, music depends on your mood, but in many ways, music alters your mood as well. And it's actually, that's something that's scientifically studied as well, too. One of my uncles is doing that whole music and medicine study sort of thing, which I think is fascinating. Kind of like how some music and rhythms release certain chemicals in your brain to make you feel better. Yeah. And use that. It's kind of like a little more scientifically focused Patch Adams sort of thing. Except instead of comedy and medicine, it's music. But I mean, I can totally see the basis of it. Like, think about it. You go into, like, industrial, or you go into your, like, I don't know, electronica, or you're a metal or something. You get kind of like those rhythmic drums. You start feeling a little more aggressive, a little more a little hopped up, energetic, ready to run around, smash into something. I don't know, I've been to my fair share of metal shows, and they're quite good, if rowdy. There's a VR game out there. I think it's called, like, Ragnarok, R-O-C-K. But yeah, you're like a drummer on a ship. Playing music. That one looks pretty fun. I've never played it myself, but... yeah! It sounds like it'd be pretty intense, and then just, like, couple that with just, like, you know, rowing. I think it'd probably be a pretty badass experience. Very energizing. If exhausting. I have a VR headset that I don't use that much anymore, but I've been kind of like thinking that I want to do a VR stream eventually, but I also don't want to get sick on stream. That might be a bucket list thing after, like, you know, X amount of time of me doing this. I might give it a shot. play a spooky game in first person. I think that's the thing I like most about this hobby so far, is there's just so much stuff to try out and see whether it works or not. That kind of keeps it exciting, you know? Like, pretty much everything I go into, I have no idea whether it's going to work or not. Until I try it and see whether it succeeds or fails. I couldn't help but notice that you have fire resistance, Kerr. Look, I get it. Death is only the beginning. So earlier today, when I was looking around on YouTube, I saw a commercial. It looks like Meta is coming out with the new virtual glasses. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that sort of thing? I mean, I personally think it flopped pretty hard with the Google Glass. So I'd be interested to see if it would ever pick up with a different company. No? Not huge on it? Hard. Yeah. I'm in the same boat. Like... Oh, no kidding? Is it just having that kind of, like, display in front of you? And, like, it acts as a music player versus a, oh, shit, okay. Ugh. That could be distracting. I mean, it's kind of cool to have a heads-up display in real life, but... I don't know, it's yet another one of those things where it's like, it sounds awesome, but I can't feasibly think of any reason why I would have it, you know? Nah. Oh, I leveled again. I seem to remember Word of Renewal seemed to be a good thing to get. Yeah, something defensive. Deadly aim. I like crit damage. Yeah, let's keep going on this road. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. But that's kind of the downside with these like high experimental technologies is, unfortunately, there really aren't any companies able to do it that aren't, you know, Google or Facebook. Like, they can kind of afford, you know, an R&D department. But I totally see what you mean, Death, is a, that's kind of the dizziness and motion sickness. It's fairly rare on me, but I get that sometimes, too. Exactly. Wait till it shows up on the front page of Costco. You know, I said that about the Steam Deck, and yet I still don't have one. You gotta wait for that Black Friday sale. You gotta run over some folks to get one.
You see anything you like?
Hey, you know, I was thinking about the wish list, which it tells me whenever it goes on sale. But so far, the Steam Deck's only been on sale, never for sale. Or it's only been for sale, not on sale. Sorry, I got that backwards. It's the price has only gone up.
Iron well spent.
And I don't know, I'm kind of old school. I like having a PC station. Like, whenever I'm sitting around and lounging, I'm not playing a game.
Safe storage, no questions asked.
So I feel like if I ever got it, it would probably be something I get
I'll keep an eye
and never
on
use.
this.
Which I very much work hard to avoid. Buying, like, these nice tech things that I never use. Oh, yeah! That, what was that? The PSP? I think it was called, once upon a time? Didn't that have, like, a glitch where it, launched a, it launched the disc like a frickin' cannon? Like, it had a very enthusiastic, disc unloading thing. No kidding. How long did it take to pull out of your wall? See, it's like those large controversial, I don't know, features, I'm gonna call them. I'm pretty sure it's a bug, but I'm gonna call it a feature. Oh no! So you're playing it outside? And yeah, PSP games, that was back when the only games you can get were $60. Shit, that sucks. I think the worst thing that happened to me was, I think I was like 19, 20. Yeah, I know, right? Wait, when you say GM, do you mean Gary's Mod? Oh, Grim Dawn. Gotcha. Well, yeah, and it's also a, you'd be playing this game basically with a controller. Which, though some people swear by playing ARPGs on a controller, I'm not one of those people. I can't imagine playing one of these without just, you know, clicking. Actually, I take that back. I used to play the first Torchlight on I got that on Xbox. So I played that one with the controller. It wasn't too bad. You know, using WASD to move in an ARPG would not be terrible. I mean, I keep hitting hotkeys like I'm playing WASD, but still. I mean, in truth, do you really need a full keyboard to play Grim Dawn? I feel like it would be okay on a controller, maybe. Like, I only ever use, like, you know, 5 buttons. There are several games like that that I tend to shy away from. They're the ones I call the, I don't know, finger yoga games, where you kind of gotta learn so many freaking keys. Armo's like that for me. Like, I never really got into it because I couldn't fathom needing every single key on your keyboard. Wasn't there a Steel Battalion game that took a custom keyboard? Like a 40-button controller or something like that? But then you laid it out, had a windshield wiper button. It was like a full simulator one. It was a really cool idea, but I feel like you can accomplish that much better in VR. Which, actually, I'm surprised I haven't seen any mech games in a VR. I think that would be badass, playing Mech Warrior in VR. Or Battletech. That's like immersion paramount. You, sir? I'm about to get to escape my round. Mutant Bludgeon of Alacrity. I don't know, there's some flight simulator games that really encourage using a joystick. Does anybody whip out their joystick to play like Starfighter or something like that? Alright, Cobra. Alright, thank you. I mean, I look forward to seeing you again. Sleep well, man. Nothing all day long. Well, see? That way you you know that your food is safe. Or it was delivered by a ghost. I'm not sure which one's preferable. Your dog's just protecting you from all those dastardly squirrels and raccoons out there. Gotta keep them away. Wait, you have a pizza guy who talked back to you? What?
skill's not ready.
I don't understand how any part of that transaction isn't just, here's your money, give me my pizza, and I will probably not see you ever again. Oh! Okay, so you got one of those spirited pizza guys. That's cool. Of course. That's usually how those stories go. It's the government has it after them, personally. Which, I don't know. I can make fun of that, but I can imagine it's really easy to fall in that kind of hole. Like, you find yourself in a slump. Apparently some kind of depressed that you know, you're talking to the person you're delivering pizza to, and just assuming that they give a damn about your life. I mean, shit. Probably don't have anyone else to talk to, which is kind of a sad thought. I've always wondered about that with some people. Like, you know, like, let's say you're at a bus stop or something, right? You're there, and then just you lock eyes with somebody else there, and for some reason, that's just an invitation to get their life story.
Put it to good use.
I've always wondered about that, because it's like, geez, are you really that in need to talk to somebody that I need to know your entire history?
Got something you need stashed? It's safe with me. Promise.
It's usually an experience where you're being talked at as well, which is kind of a pet peeve of mine. It's like, come on. If we're gonna communicate, at least make it a two-way dialogue. Yeah. Although, back in the day, I had a small stint as a cashier before. But, you know, some people with those conversations were genuinely interesting. It's like, wow, an old person with just such a long life and so many very strong opinions. And you get to regale me, as I have no escape. Alright, we're doing Krieg, folks. Let's get him. Ah! Oh, no kidding.
I can't do that.
Yeah, after I got out of the culinary field, I kind of got into a retail, mainly because everybody says it was the worst job ever, right? And I had to see what all the fuss was about, so I had to give it a shot myself, right? So yeah, I get a
Skill's not ready.
it's like I get a job at the university bookstore, and then yeah, it turns out it was the easiest job I've ever had in my life. And I still don't understand what people didn't like about it. I mean, yeah, you had to deal with people. That can be exhausting. But I don't know, you meet so many interesting people. Well, that's not good. No. Actually, I feel like I'm only in a higher position in what I do because the alternative is halfway brain dead. My job is pretty easy, I'm gonna be honest. Oh god.
That skill's not ready.
The only thing it really tests is my patience sometimes.
That skill's not ready.
Aw, yeah, Krieg table.
When I'm done with you, I will crush your friends.
Yo, that shockwave ability kind of sucks. There we go. Woohoo. Yep, we just got done with phase 1. Come on. Oh, that spike ability sucks. I seem to remember people saying that Krieg was a lot more dangerous at range than he is up close.
I can't do that.
Ow! I'm inclined to agree with him at this point.
That skill's not ready.
Oh my god, that is so much damage. And it stunned me for so long. Ah! Nope.
I can't do that yet.
Ow. He is so tanky. Now, I really need to pump up my physical resistance. All things said and done. Oh my god! He almost got me there. A damn spike shot.
That skill's not ready.
Come on. Now imagine doing this at level 10.
I can't do that yet.
Woohoo! Alright. Alright, these are ready to go. Wow, what'd you do to your mom that she calls you unskilled? Jeez. Honestly, yeah, and we were kind of brainstorming that the last time. It's like, how the hell would you do that before level 11? So many really good items. This was really good for my laser cannon guy. This might be pretty good, actually. Boosts up flame touched. Increases regeneration. Gets rid of my vitality resistance, though. That hurts a little bit. Yeah. Frizik. We're doing it. That is a, I mean, if you can accomplish that, I applaud you in so many different ways. That is, unheard of. Like, I even play glass cannons and I can't play a no-hit run. Nice, I got my next 2 pistols. Act 1 complete.
See anything you like?
Well, yeah, Dark Souls 2. That is hard to do, though. I'll be perfectly honest.
Iron well spin.
Tinkering is my specialty. Goodbye for now.
Nice. I did it. Give me a level.
Is it finished? The Warden's defeat is
Still
a
didn't
great
pay me.
victory for us. Nay, for all of humankind.
I actually find it funny how Bourbon never pays you.
So
in
you
money.
must be the kid that's caused... Before we...
See, he pays you.
Got something you need stashed? I'll keep
He's
an
definitely
eye
the
out.
guy who he pays in exposure.
I do the best I can with what I've got.
I'm sorry, Essence of Bernath? Go on. Neat. Ballistic plating, hey? Interesting. And we got the Gunslinger Salesman.
If you happen to find any blueprints, bring them back here.
What time do we got? We got a little bit of time. Let's poke our nose into Act 2. Not there. This guy hates you no matter what.
Killed the warden, eh? So one bastard killed another. Makes little difference when one survived.
You can't be serious.
Just keeping my good eye on the time bomb in our midst. Go about your way, Taken.
Time to bring Shanks to bear. Hey, Prank, how you doing? Honestly, I would suggest making 3 decisions. Basically, decide whether you want to be a ranged, one-handed or two-handed, or melee. Then kind of pick a skill path that you want to do. I kind of picked... I mean, these are always good. I decided that my damage type was going to be fire, so I focused on those, right? So this gives me fire damage, this gives me fire damage, this gives me fire damage. Then you pick an active ability. This one's pretty far. And then that kind of builds out your build for the game. Honestly, it's you can go nuts, kind of just trying all these different combinations. What is it? Respecking is not hard. So just experiment, honestly. You know, it's, do your best, take your time. Yeah. I don't know about maxing it out, but definitely try to get high with it. I don't know, I usually lean heavier on skills than the stat bar, but it is very helpful. If you make a melee character, one thing to take in consideration is if you look at armor rating, if you look at the end here at armor absorption, you notice that your armor only absorbs 70%. So if you find items that increase your armor absorption, then your defenses will be a little better. It's good for melee characters. Huh. Yeah, I usually use those pretty immediately. You know, honestly, I think Death Ear's got a better plan there. But honestly, there's a, Whoa! I am very glass tanky. Honestly, I mean, that's a one thing I encourage about games like this is always try to like dive in and experiment. Like the guides are nice, but they always have some assumption that you played through the game before, you know?
That skill's not ready.
And that's definitely something that games like this really capitalize on is foreknowledge, right? Like when you're playing through your first time, I mean, you're not going to be able to like maximize your character. Normal. Veteran makes everything so much tougher. I mean, if you enjoy the challenge, by all means. But normal is the best way, like normal softcore. Because then you can kind of see what damage you the most. Another thing I would also point out is as you go through the game, focus on your resistances. There's a lot of them, and they're all very important. You max them out at 80. Mine are nowhere near any of that. Which is actually a good thing to consider. But yeah, those are very important. So, like, things that do elemental damage can completely one-shot you if you're not careful. But now that there's a dodge mechanic, being maneuverable is always a good option, because, like, you can dodge most attacks. Most, I say. But also, like, don't be afraid to take risks, too, because, like, on my first character, I made it just, you know, all the stuff that sounded cool. And then I just got to a point where I started hitting a wall, so I scrapped him and made a new character. And then that next character, I got all the way up to level 100. But yeah, Demolitionist is one of those classes that, I don't know, it's hard to be bad at. It's a very strong class. Fire damage is incredibly powerful. He has a lot of defensive abilities, which I think is pretty cool. Like, some of the armor abilities he's got are pretty awesome, if you want to be like a sword and shield guy. Blackwater Bomb is pretty much a broken ability, once you level it up all the way. But, I mean, don't limit yourself there. I've totally been killed by somebody who used stun jacks. They just stun you for 5 seconds. I've never actually used that in a character. I might actually put that on this character. See how they work out. Is it really? Oh, maybe I slept on it for a little long.
I can't do that yet.
That's one of those, I don't know, when you first look at it, it's like, stun? How useful can that be? Until you get stunned forever. Well, it's just as well. Once I get, I think this guy, my philosophy is basically, you don't have to worry about taking damage if everything's dead. And stunning kind of fits that philosophy. I don't know, personally, I think all the abilities that the Arcanists have are wildly powerful. There's not very many that I really decided weren't great. I think the Ether Blast could be good, but probably for a tankier character. Like a good two-handed Ether character. That'd be cool. Hey, this guy. Don't do it! Are you insane? Look, things are bad, but we can't lose hope. boy, I can't wait till next level. My weapon... It really is a challenge. My last character with the Arcanist, that I basically just drank mana like nothing. Mods? I've actually never dove into a lot of mods. We were just talking about that earlier, actually. Apparently, Nexus Mod Manager, there's a large community of Grim Dawn players, and there's like new seasons and stuff, but I personally don't know any mods. I'm not above trying them, though. One of these days I might look into it, although I'm just kind of playing vanilla with the DLCs. Hey, thank you for following. I appreciate that. But yeah, anyone here, if you know any good mods for Grim Dawn, or if you use them, I mean, shoot, pop up now. I personally don't know any. But yeah, if it's not, like, attached to the Steam Workshop, stat points? What do you mean stat? Oh, stat points. Gotcha. Well, as you can see, one of the cool parts is there's only 3 of them. But basically, physique is the heavier armor you can wear. Cunning is basically your physical damage. So if you are doing physical damage, you want this pretty high. Spirit is your mana. So if you're making a caster, have a lot of mana. If you're making a physical damage character, Cunning is really good. And Physique if you want to wear heavy armor. It's kind of the thing, but as Death was saying, if you put points into the skill, you get all 3 of the main... Oh, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see me. You get all 3 of the main stats, every point you put in. So it's a good way to kind of, like, boost up your character. But honestly, it depends on the character that you're doing. If you want to be more of a caster, you cannot have too much energy. Like the mana is, or the mana regeneration, hard to accommodate for. But you get a lot of items. There's also a lot of depth to the game too. So like, yes, you have all the items, but if you look on the bottom, like purified salt, you get components that you can put all the items to enhance them. That's what all these things are. But they all have additional benefits that you can put on your equipment. And there's some craft-only ones, there's some really good ones. They're a good way to boost up your resistances. Whoa. But yeah, always try to keep on top of your whoa. Always try to keep on top of your resistances and your equipment, because as you find them, there's a lot that are very specific to a build, right? For once I kill this guy, I'll be able to show you. All dressed flame spitter. You gotta knock that shit out. There we go. There we go. Alright, so where were we? Yeah, I use a lot of blue items. These are a little more geared specifically towards particular builds. Like this one does specifically cold and fire, and it boosts attack speed, so it's really good for Inquisitors who do like the, you know, double shoot thing. But as you can see, this is a set item, so you can definitely, if you get a lot, you can get points to Demolitionist and Arcana skills. So those are very powerful. But yeah, they usually specified to a element. Always keep a... That's why I suggested picking an element to a focus on, because there's a lot of damage types on these weapons. As you can see underneath the Epic One Hand, you got fire damage, cold damage, lightning damage, and it just kind of perks up your elemental stuff. But yeah, a lot of builds focus a lot on that. But you could also have a caster and just your weapon is nothing more than just a stat stick. So it's all well worth experimenting. But as you progress through the game, you will find enemies and such that they will ruffle stomp you pretty hard. They're basically a resistance check. Do people still say raffle stomp anymore? I feel like I just aged myself by saying that. There you go, yeah. Yeah, I'm always somewhat behind when it comes to common lingo. Oh, finally. All right. We're going Inquisitor here, because I want Word of Renewal. Go! There we go. So this is going to act as a heal and a defensive thing. Oh, fuck. It did not protect me from that. And yes, I tend to play glass cannons, so my suggestion is just don't get hit, and you won't have to worry about your defense. Downside, when somebody does hit you, it hits hard. But yeah, it's really good. Like, kind of look at it Dark Souls-like. Just, you know, figure out how people aim, how their shot patterns work. Try to avoid it. I mean, you won't always succeed. I mean, unless you're a perfect badass gamer, which, I mean, I don't think I've ever met one before. But no, you can make some pretty comically powerful characters in this. He died after I did a full playthrough, but we had my laser character. He was an arcanist, but he just ripped through everybody. That was a sad death, too. I got pretty attached to that character. That's kind of the benefit of playing hardcore mode. What happened to you? Also, I don't know how into lore and stories you are in the game, but I would totally suggest reading through everything the game has to offer. The story is really good. It's well written. It's told mostly through these like little lore journals. But it offers a ton of pretty cool information. And a lot of detail to the world. And kind of makes it a lot more rich. But if you don't really care for lore, then, I mean, it's easily skippable, too. Also, there's a lot of places you don't actually have to go. Such as this one that I'm about to. This is a cave that's just full of ghosts. Why? I don't know. But, they have a lot of really good stuff in it. But, that's kind of a cool part about this game. Is the maps aren't procedurally generated. They're always the same. So you can kind of learn the different nuances in the levels and stuff. Oh, these guys are such a high level. I would prefer that you not kill me, guys. I mean, is there a way we can arrange that? Huh. Well, that's awkward.
I can't do that yet.
Oh yeah, and always beware of these giant puddles in the ground. You have no idea how many times those things have killed me. Oh, you know what? I've been able to upgrade my weapons this whole time. is it? Unleash a calculated volley. This is a ranged dual-wielding technique. Oh. What? So it just automatically happens? It enables the ability to dual wield. What? Oh, that's cool. I didn't actually know that. I've never used this emblem before. So you can actually dual wield without being an Inquisitor. Noted. For future character builds. Yeah. I mean, if I can get dual wield, like, honestly, I'm only an Inquisitor right now to dual wield and maybe have a little bit of elemental shooting. So, you know, I'm not above not doing them. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really a fan of the class, personally. I mean, I guess they're powerful enough. I haven't died yet, so I suppose that's a, something in their merit. Huh. But it does open a lot of opportunities. Like, imagine being a crazy, lightning shaman with dual-wielding pistols. Mixed with a soldier.
That skill's not ready.
I don't know, I gotta think on that. There's probably a lot of really cool builds I can do with that. So I guess I'm just randomly shooting volleys. Well, at least it boosts my attack speed. I'm just ripping through these ghosts. That's awesome. I wonder if there's a melee version of that. Oh yeah, that's boss.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. Okay, okay. Easy, easy. I got to the point where I couldn't really click on him very well.
I can't do that yet.
It's like Krieg all over again.
I can't do that yet.
Oh, that's a little trick. You can use middle mouse button to turn the map, too. I don't actually think they tell you that in the game. But it's a cool feature if you have, like, trouble seeing something.
That skill's not ready.
Look, I don't think my guy knows what he's talking about. I mean, it's not like I'm spamming the health potion or anything. I just gotta get one of those drinker's caps, like you get at a football game. I don't know if you... Oh, man, this would have been awesome on my frickin' the Dree guy. Old Dree guy. Miasma? Damn. If only he survived. Which I'm kind of stubborn. I don't know why, but I really want that ability to, Yeah, I agree. But, honestly, I never really do the shared stash. There's something about playing games like this and, like, finding everything with the individual character themselves. Level 10. And, that actually opens up a lot of different opportunities for you. Like, honestly, I do suggest it. Like, put some thought into it. Like, I started as the Inquisitor, with that, and I just wanted to do fire damage, and this is the best route for it. But depending on your class, you can be a, Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good part. Thank you for, bringing that up. One thing to, look into, it might be a little intimidating at first, but in the middle here, you got the devotion tree. And all these constellations are ways that you can build your character. They're shrines that you can get, but they have skills that you attach to your main attacks. They got resistances. Yeah. I know, but like I said, when you have a thought for your character, right? Let's say you're doing a demolitionist, right? I decided that I wanted you start on the outside, right? See where you want to go. Just kind of read the peripheries, see what skills they have. Like, I want to go with this one, Olzen's Torch, because it wants to do the fire damage, right? And looking at that, I got the red circles and the green circles. I need that number. So knowing that, I basically know that I have to go along that path. And then that way, I just look up here, see what guys do fire damage, what those resistances, and just kind of work your way towards that, towards the end of the game. It seems a lot more intimidating than it is. These are a lot harder to respec, so put a lot of thought into it first, but they're all incredibly powerful. Like right here, I just got Ether Fire. Every time I attack with my main attack ability, it has a 15% chance of casting this spell. And that also gains experience, it levels up, and it just gets that much stronger. It does not do a lot of fire damage, though. Huh. Oh well. I don't actually know what the next ability I want is. Oh, I've discovered it. I guess I'm going the Fiend. There you go. You're next. The Fiend hides in darkness of the void, hungry for wayward stars to extinguish. Yeah. There are websites, I've never used them before, but they're usually a resource so that you can kind of like click paths for your devotions, kind of try them out. Give suggested devotion paths. I will suggest, this is kind of like Mimi in the game, but Tortoise is always very good. And apparently Crab is also very good. I never get the Crab though. Maybe I should. That is very strong. That is really strong. Yes, I'll be honest, I never use those myself. But I'm also more of a winging it kind of guy. I just kind of skim along, put some thought into it, and then just start clicking buttons, see what works. Yes, actually. I didn't initially believe somebody when they told me. So, I was totally wrong. If you go here, and the same goes for the construction, but up here is perfect. You can type up, say, fire resist. Not dire resist. And it'll illuminate every fire resistance that's available. Or every devotion that has fire resistance. Or let's say you want to do ether damage. Excuse me? So you can just type ether and it'll highlight everything that has ether in the title. So it's a good way to narrow down things that you're looking for. You can just type resist if you want that. And then that'll show you everything that has resistances attached to it. And you can specify from there. But yeah, thank you for bringing that up. That I did forget about. But yeah, one guy, I totally didn't think that it worked as well as it does. So somebody was telling me about it. I'm like, nah, it doesn't work that way. Until I type something in. It's like, yeah, you know what? I'm wrong. I take it back. You are correct. I usually use the search function when looking for specific resistances. Because once you get later in the game, yeah. Oh, give me a sec. That's actually a good question. I don't know. Let's find out. There's a lot of UI. Oh, health bars. Yes, there is. There's an entire tab for it. Yeah, big monster health bars. Always show monster health bars. I usually keep them off, but yes, you can definitely do so. That was a good question. I didn't know that before. Oh, that's another really cool thing about this game. One thing I love that other games really do, it has a huge benefit in loot filters. I usually turn these first two off once I get to a certain point, but these are all your white items, your yellow items. So right now, I only shows up money, components, green items, and blue items. But you can even go so far as like if you can turn off everything except one hands. You can turn off everything. You can specify on damage types. You can specify on character stuff. My masteries, I don't know what that does. Oh, gotcha. That is only you can find items that only raise your masteries for that. But yeah, there's a lot of customization, and you can just root out a lot of you know, the vendor trash that you don't want to deal with. If you're looking for something very specific, you can streamline that process. I mean, it's kind of one of the main advantages of this game, is it's like damn near a 13-year-old game. So they've had a lot of time to turn on all the really cool UI elements. This map is nigh unrecognizable to me when I turn the screen. Oh, yeah. See, now that I got that Ether Fire Devotion, now everything's just walking through these little pools of fire. I forgot what made that happen. Oh, I think it's my gun. But yeah, you get to the point where you're, like, all your automatic abilities just start summoning circles on the ground, start shooting fireballs. Like, by level 25, you get pretty powerful. And you really get to unlock a lot of really cool depth this game has to offer. Hi. There we go. Which, as powerful as I am, I'm shooting all this, you know, crazy green fire everywhere. Wow, that's a lot of damage. I'm always impressed by how much damage the other humans can take. It's like I'm running around shooting these guys in the frickin' head, but it takes like 14 to 15 shots to kill them. What's over here? Wait. Don't mind if I do. Rifthound leather boots. That's pretty good. It's good for pets. Otherwise, it just gets poison resist. Huh. Back, sell my stuff.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left. Put it to good use.
Let's put the salts on my character.
Tinkering is my specialty.
My guy's much more powerful.
Goodbye for now.
But yeah, also, one of the fun things you can do is,
Looking for a new you?
if you don't like these crowns or stuff, or what your character looks like, you can totally just say, wear something else. Look, put on an enchantment. Which I think is pretty cool. Like, you never have to worry about your character looking stupid again. But yeah, it's basically everything you've picked up, you can just make an illusion for. But I think it's pretty neat.
Well, did they like our housewarming? You work fast, Darius. We have to hit them hard and fast.
I'll keep your stash safe.
But with that, it's kind of a bummer that I do have to do this, because I don't really want to.
I'll keep an eye out.
But I do have to call it tonight. I got to go to work tomorrow. But with that, I appreciate you all for being here. I will be on tomorrow, 4:30 to 8, or 8:30. But I hope you guys have a great night. I hope you have a good rest of well, I hope you had a good New Year. And I hope you have a good day tomorrow. And I look forward to seeing you. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Take it easy. Bye.